Springsteen Deliver Me from Nowhere is a film that does little wrong and occasionally rises to greatness, but it so often seems like it was made to follow industry trends. The film puts focus on the creation of famed album Nebraska, and the personal and mental challenges faced by Bruce at the time. It's a film that puts as much focus on the character as it does the music. Jeremy Allen White is Bruce Springsteen. He does a great job at portraying a man struggling, a man with a lot on his mind but who also can't articulate many of his thoughts and concerns. The film spends a lot of time with Bruce in solitude, contemplating events, music, his past and more. It doesn't make for the most entertaining or compelling viewing ever. It's actually quite depressing and slow, especially in the first half of the film. But those scenes do a good job of setting the mood, tone and true focus of the film. There are flashback scenes that explore the relationship between Bruce and his abusive father, played by Stephen Graham. These are interesting and often brief, but some of them essentially say and do the same thing as earlier scenes, albeit in a slightly different way. They don't always give Stephen much to work with, but they do the job. The second half of the film puts much more attention into the creation of the album Nebraska. This is where the film really finds its fun factor, even though it's very reminiscent of other music biopics. It takes a little too long to get to the fun stuff, and the lack of originality in the second half does let it down. It's almost as though the makers of the film had a tick list of must-haves for the genre, and suddenly decided to start ticking off those items at this point. None of this is bad, but amongst the crowd, it does make this film look like it's following industry trends, rather than setting its own trend with its own purpose. Ultimately, Springsteen is a film stuck between being what it wants to be and what it needs to be, never fully committing to either, but managing to do a decent enough job at both. It's just a real shame that it's following the trend of music biopics that came before it.